Solar what are you into, Duck?
Oh, hi, Cowcat. I'm working on my video for economic inflation.
Solar 2 Chico. No kin of iflato.
Well, what other kinds of inflation are there? Oh, wait. Oh, God! Inflation fetish art. If you don't know what inflation fetish art is, it's pretty much getting sexual pleasure from blowing people or creatures up like balloons. Now, I must admit, inflation is certainly not the most disturbing when it comes to fetish art, but it is still very, very weird. The only thing I really hate about inflation is that it throws out any realistic anatomy that could be included and replaces it with cartoony circles. Inflation art also seems to have a reputation for having completely lazy and terrible art, so in this episode we will confirm that reputation and review some of these masterpieces. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to begin this episode, I want to first present to you circles with human body parts on them. Because really, that's all they are. Circles with human limbs crudely attached to them. Now people, again, I have observed that there are absolute truckloads of this stuff on Deviantart. And if I had to go through every one of these pieces, this episode would last a few hours, so I'm going to move on. So first, we have this gallery, which I would like to highlight. Take note that this person has been on here for 7 years. Let's see how much he has improved. Now this is probably the worst editing I have seen in a very long time. So here we have some circle and line tools being heavily used, and a poorly cropped head that does not match up with the body at all. I also like the fact that this person thinks his edits are so good that he has to put not one, but 2 watermarks. Another thing I would like to note is he doesn't just post art. He also posts frame-by-frame animations. Oh, you thought his animations were actually put together and moving? Ha ha! No! That would require an actual brain. You see, this person likes to post each individual frame of what could be an animation onto his account. This guy is really something else. Anyway, moving on. You know, it always warms my heart when the best these fetish artists can do is use MS Paint. Like, it's obvious they really don't care. As long as they can get aroused by it, it's deserving of being posted on DeviantArt. I mean, circle and line tools take up about 75% of this, and the rest of it that doesn't use those tools is incredibly messy. So now that you have gotten a taste of visual inflation, let's look at some literature. This one is called Where Hot Air is Made of. Somewhere in Mushroom Kingdom, there lies a schoolhouse. But not just a schoolhouse, it's Peach's house of expanding education, where the toads are taught various methods of inflation. Wow, there's like a whole education system for this type of thing. That's pretty amazing. Today is the 4th of July, and come morning, they are already prepared for the holiday. In a classroom, the Mushroom Kingdom princess herself is teaching Hot Air Suits 101 with some toad, along with her assistant, Rosalina. Welcome aboard to Hot Air Suits 101. My name is Princess Peach, and I will be your instructor. Now, some of you may already know about hot air suits, but to those of you who are new, we will be teaching you about the rubber surface of said hot air suit. Our inflatee will demonstrate the usage of the hot air suit. Wait a minute, where is our inflatee? Yeah, she should have been here at the beginning of classes. The door was then open, and Daisy rushed in with her stuff while eating a hot dog. Sorry I'm late, there were free hot dogs outside. Daisy gulped her hot dog. That's not until after class, Daisy. Wait till we're done. Aw, but you are just in time to test your hot air suit to the class. They gave her a yellow hot air suit, and she took it on. It fits like a glove. Now we are going to inflate the suit class. Watch and learn. Rosalina got out an air tank and took the hose into Daisy's suit. Is everybody ready? Let's take notes. They're actually treating this like a serious thing. How do you take notes on somebody expanding? Rosalina turned on the air tank and Daisy's suit began to swell up. Whoa, boy. As the suit fills up with air, the suit starts to stretch out to make more room. The more air going in the suit, the bigger the suit gets. Isn't it fascinating? Yeah, that's pretty much a balloon. That's the description of a balloon right there. It's It's not very difficult to understand. Observe as I turn up the pressure. Peach turned the valve again, and air came faster into Daisy's hot air suit. Okay, I'm getting quite big here. Not yet, Daisy. When the suit inflates in a room, it can take up space. After a while, they turned the tank off, and Daisy's suit is the size of a teacher's desk. Is it over? Oh no. We've barely began. Where there's a hot air suit, there's also power-ups. Power-ups? Peach got out a fire flower and shot Peach got out a fire flower and shot fireballs at Daisy's suit. Ow, 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 hot, hot, hot! Suddenly, Daisy's suit began to swell up once more. As you can see, fire makes the suit expand as it takes high temperatures. I'm getting too hot here. You want to give the class its lessons, or roast me into a giant turkey? Oops! Now Daisy's suit is the size of more than half of the classroom. Oh dear. I think we may have to take this class outside. A swell idea! Daisy's getting a little too big for this next lesson. They went outside and it was a sunny day, yet the class continued their lectures. And now for the best lesson that you'll learn. Purple pea balloons. Oh no. Unlike the other pea balloons, this kind inflates your clothes when hit. We will demonstrate by using this purple pea balloons on Daisy's suit. A word of advice. This effect may stack up when more balloons are used on the same person. Girls? Peach and Rosalina began to throw purple pea balloons at Daisy, and with each balloon, her suit grew a time bigger. Stop! They already get it! Not all of it, after all. But one pea balloon is used on Daisy. Her suit is the size of half of Peach's castle. That leaves us with our final lesson. Overinflation. When too much air is contained in the suit, it will leak, groan, and rumble until all the air is released from every angle with an explosion. Explosion. Uh-oh. Rosalina took out a giant purple pea balloon. This is a really big pea balloon. I would advise all of you to stand back from this. We only want this on Daisy, unless you wanted to be affected. Toadette came forward. I want in on this. I guess we have room for one more. If I get hit from this one, I'm really gonna regret it when this suit explodes. Peach and Rosalina carried the giant purple pea balloon with all their might and threw it right at Daisy and Toadette. No, 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 no! The balloon exploded at the two, and Daisy's suit expanded even further while Toadette's clothes began in a big way. This is fun. Please save me from this nightmare. Oh boy. Daisy, you don't know how much we have in common from you uttering that one sentence. I'm just screaming that in my head right now. Now observe as their clothes keep growing and growing until they reach their limit. Daisy's suit grew bigger than Peach's castle, while Toadette's clothes are as big as half of the schoolhouse. Remember, the purple pea balloon that vary in size can also vary in strength. The bigger the pea balloon, the better the strength. Now you tell me. Daisy's suit continued to inflate until she felt creaks and groans occur in her suit. Uh-oh, I think my suit is going to blow. Toadette's clothes, on the other hand, somehow stopped inflating at the size of Peach's castle. No fair, how come she gets a break? Get ready, everyone. At the size of nearly all of Mushroom Kingdom, Daisy's suit finally exploded. Ow, my head. I'm so big. And that's it for lectures. If you're able to get notes on all this, we shall do okay on the academic test. Why would you need an academic test on this? After the test, everyone did well and aced it. Congratulations, everyone. For this, all the hot dogs you can eat. Yay! Oh my god, this goes on for so long. How could you make an entire story about this? Jesus Christ. You know, I think at this point, inflation art should just be called characters with circle tool bodies. Because that is pretty much all this is. Also, I just hate it when people edit characters' heads onto their poorly drawn bodies. I mean, can't you at least draw the damn head yourself? Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. Never mind drawing the heads yourself, that is clearly too much for you, holy hell. Nazi, inflation, furry art. Guys, there's no punchlines here. The art speaks for itself. I mean, my brain is having a hard time understanding what is hitting my retinas, because this is something. I mean, this should be put in some sort of a museum. It's so odd and ridiculous that people from all around the world should be able to gaze upon it. This is amazing, and not because it's any good, no, I'm using the word amazing by its literal definition, because I am truly caught in great surprise and wonder at this incredible result of some poor, poor human's dark and twisted mind. So when you first gaze upon this creation, you may notice that it appears that Freddy is dismembered, but when you actually read the title, you begin to realize that his hands are in fact embedded in his inflated stomach. The thing I hate about these inflation pictures that take up the entire canvas is that the person doesn't really have to draw much. You draw a few pieces of body parts here and there, and then fill the rest in with one solid color. It's not very impressive. You know what I see when I look at this? You may see inflation art, but no, what I see is a circle with a couple of extra lines. I mean, that is all this is. This is practically nothing. This is the thing I hate about inflation art. Any actual things that could be practiced to improve your talent, such as anatomy, shading, proportions, that's all thrown out the window, because guess what? I want to jack off to circles. These are blimps, guys. They aren't even functional living creatures anymore. They are blimps. These poor dysfunctional creatures. So another thing these inflation artists like to obsess about is not only inflating people, but also turning them blue. Yep, some of these people saw the blueberry scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and said to themselves, "Oh man, that's pretty hot." So here we have this abomination. This is awful. You should be ashamed of yourself, you disgusting piece of... Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, this has been Browsing DeviantArt, and goodbye.